let's get up talk about the obvious, the blockbuster, earth-shattering, landscape reconfiguring trade that was Luka to LA for AD to Dallas. Obviously, there was other players and draft picks involved in this move, but those are the marquee players, and this is the trade that has everybody's mind just blown. I think after the last day and a half, damn near 2 days since this took place, we've had enough analysis and explanation and speculation, given to us by the experts and the professionals, the insiders with the info, the names, Windhorse and Shams and Barkley and Stephen A. and Nick Wright and Skip Bayless, and the list goes on and on. All the pros, all the real experts, not the armchair analysts. I'm no expert types like yours truly, but I am a Lakers fan. And when I woke up yesterday morning and I was looking at text messages on my phone, I was like, well, why is everybody saying Luca to me right now? Like, what does this mean to me? Yeah, Luca's good. Is he back? Is he back from injury? What's going on? They don't play till the afternoon. And then, of course, I got on the internet and I started to see what was going on. I text my friend, he's an AD fan like me, and he was like, what? Lazy Luca? He called him lazy. He doesn't listen really much to the talking head, so I don't think he got that narrative from listening to the media yesterday, which what we're going to get into is like the reason everybody's so shocked by this is because although AD is, in my opinion, a top 10 player in the league right now, I mean, for me as a Lakers fan, he's been our most important player and our best player of this LeBron era. I mean, you can argue with me all you want in the comments or whatever, but as a Lakers fan, our most valuable piece of this LeBron era has been AD. I mean, he's the one who hit the Kobe shot over Jokic in the bubble in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, not to try to diminish LeBron's importance, okay, before you get upset at me. Obviously, he's LeBron. But, anyways, AD, anchoring defense, has been our most important player. He's gone. And even though he's that good of a player, I mean, you could only really replace AD with who? Giannis? Jokic? A healthy Embiid? Who can fill his shoes aside from those people? Let me know. I don't know. I think AD's one of the best. Like I said, I think he's a top 10 player in the league. Well, he just got traded for a top five, top three player in the league. AD's only 31. He's a young man, in my opinion. He's still in his physical prime, so he's, you know, barring any sort of catastrophic injury, he could be producing like this for another 4 or 5 seasons at least, right? I mean, with sports medicine the way it's going now, who knows? And Luka's 25, so why would the Dallas Mavericks trade their marquee cornerstone franchise, future Hall of Fame, potential Mount Rushmore great of the league? Why would they trade him away? He just went to the finals last season, right? This has been covered ad nauseum since yesterday morning, right? People have been asking these questions. None of these questions have been answered, though. It's all been speculation. And me as a Lakers fan, I'm supposed to be happy that we won the trade and we basically just pulled off a heist on the Mavericks, the way some people would have you believe. So was there, in fact, some sort of behind the scenes beef, not only with, obviously with Dallas and Luka, of course they're saying, let's state the obvious. They didn't want to pay him the 300 plus million max contract that he was going to be due at the end of the season because they don't like his conditioning and his work ethic and his diet habits. He's a fatty boy supposedly. Okay, all right, hasn't stopped him from putting up the numbers and being on the pace to be an all-time great that he has been in his first 5 seasons. I mean, he's on pace to be up there with numbers like LeBron, right? Assuming he could stay healthy for another 15 years, right? He's Luca. We all know who Luca is. We all know what it means when we say Luca. And we all know what it means when we say AD, but we know that they don't line up. It doesn't seem like a fair trade if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan. It seems like Lakers got away with yet another historical steal. And that's why the rest of the basketball fandom hates us because we always manage to get Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe, Powell, LeBron, AD, you name it. Somehow we're always getting somebody who's a superstar or damn near a superstar, franchise cornerstone players. So what was it? Of course, LeBron is denying having any knowledge. He made tweets and posts, saying so like, that's his woe for life. He's gonna miss AD, and he had no idea about it. Now we can only speculate, and I don't want to recklessly speculate, but knowing his history of how he's had his influence and his fingerprints, le GM. Come on, it's a phrase, it's a known statement. Le GM, it exists for a reason, right? He's got a history of, although he's denied a lot of it, nobody believes it. He's had a history of his influence. We only need to look as recently as this past offseason when he got JJ Redick hired as head coach and Bronny James drafted. Need I explain that? If you're watching anything having to do with basketball and Lakers, you understand the implications of that. So it's hard to believe that he had no idea that his running mate for the past 6 years, his running mate who won a title, a bubble chip, but still a title, and of course last season the in-season tournament, which is a joke, but still won it. That you're gonna trade that guy that you got all this chemistry with, you're just gonna trade him without knowing. So if the organization did trade AD without LeBron's knowledge, that means that they're moving away from LeBron, right? Because if you don't care about his input on a move that big, to bring in a guy like Luca, Luca's not going to take a backseat to Bron. He might look up to him, he might respect him, he might model his game after him, but he's a young lion. He's a young dog with an alpha mindset, and he plays a very similar game to LeBron. I don't think he's going to take a backseat to Bron. I don't think Bron wants to take a backseat to him. AD had the kind of demeanor where he was cool with playing the second role, the Robin to Bron's Batman, even though AD, to me, unfortunately didn't have enough of that Mamba in him to like snatch the mantle away from him and be like, yo, man, I'm younger, I'm better at this point in our respective careers. All due respect to you, Bron, but I'm the captain now. Right? He never did that. But I think Luca would do that, will do that. So if this wasn't a GM maneuver, orchestrated behind the scenes in order to get him yet another superstar in their prime. I mean, this is LeBron's career MO for the most part. This is why a lot of people don't have him as their goal, is because he's always on the most stacked rosters or has the best possible co-stars. If this isn't one of those and he truly didn't know about it, does that mean he's going to be gone by the end of Thursday, by the trade deadline? I know he's got a no trade clause, and I know he puts up something on his social media saying he plans on being with the Lakers past Thursday. But if they present an offer and a package that's going to move him somewhere to play with a superstar that he thinks he has a chance to win with this season, because if you're bringing in Luca, and this is what all the experts are saying it is, a move to set up the future of the franchise beyond the LeBron era, then you need to tear the whole shit down to the foundation and rebuild up. You can't have any of this leftover. You can keep auxiliary pieces like a Reeves and a Rui and a Vanderbilt. You can keep these role players, but you can't have clashing superstars. We all know that Luka and LeBron are kind of redundant. Defense pretty much non-existent. Ball dominant. High volume. They need the ball in their hands, right? That's why AD works with LeBron. I think AD's going to do phenomenal with Kyrie. I love Kyrie, one of my favorite players. And AD being my favorite Laker of the last 5, 6 years.
I hope he tears shit up with Kyrie and the Mavs. I really do.
But what was really going on behind the scenes? Over the past day and a half, 2 days, we've been getting all the breakdowns, all the analysis, and all the information from all the experts, the trusted sources on the information, but they haven't really told us anything. They've just told us what, you know, we're supposed to know. And for some reason, they think Dallas all of a sudden is going to be a title contender, even though they're lower in the standings than the Lakers. So how do you trade Luka, who's arguably a top 3 player, for AD, who's a top 10, probably at the lower end of the top 10? How do you swap them and you suddenly get better, Dallas Mavericks? It's because the stylistic fit, yeah, but that's weird. That's a weird narrative to just say that Dallas is suddenly a title contender. I mean, I think AD's nice, and I think with Kyrie's going to be nice, but the chemistry, how's that going to work? And another thing I don't understand is why are they so confident? I've just heard it time and time again. Why are they so confident that that Luka is going to stay beyond the remaining 2 years on his contract? He's got 2 more years on his contract, right? So Lakers were going to have him for like 2 more years, right? But then after that, what if he doesn't want to resign? What if so? Why is everybody talking so confidently that this is going to be the Lakers' future for like the next 10 years? How can they say that so confidently? That's what baffles me too. Like what? There's been a lot of speculation online that you know this was a league manufactured move to drum up interest. Like from the top, from like Adam Silver on down, they're like, yo, let's shake shit up to like you know hype it up. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I like Luca. He's nice, really good player. When he's on, he's on. Obviously, he was playing MVP caliber ball last season. Took his team to the finals. Real nice player. Only 25, going on 26. A lot of upside in front of him. But what did the Dallas Mavericks know about that made them willing to part ways with him? It's like the Lakers got away with that too easy. Like another steal. Like how do we keep getting all these steals? Like that's why people hate the Lakers. But something doesn't make sense, and it's all going to come out in the wash eventually. And we'll probably, as the public who has to react to the information, we'll probably have a better idea of what this looks like after Thursday. What other moves are going to be made in the meantime? I'm no expert. I just call it how I see it, and I see that this is. There's a reason why they're calling this the biggest trade, the most blockbuster trade, the most unexpected trade, the craziest trade in league history. It's because no matter how much we talk about it, no matter how much information they give us, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, uh, especially not for Dallas. Like I said, I get it. You get AD, he's nice, and you're going to get a defensive force who can also give you. I mean, he's averaging what 26, 27 points already. So not only is he one of the best defensive players, defensive big men in the league, he's also a walking bucket. So you're getting two sides of the ball now. Lakers defense, we're gonna fucking suck ass. We got rid of Max Christie. He's one of our only guards that can defend. And we got rid of AD, anchoring defense, who erases all blemishes because whatever deficiencies you have on the perimeter, AD's he's altering shots, getting you 2, 3 blocks, steals. Like he's just a defensive master. And the Lakers were already not that great of a defensive team with him. Now without him, what are we gonna do? Like I said, and is LeBron going to be shipped out? If this wasn't part of his GM tactics, then he's probably nervous because Luka's the future and LeBron is the past. And this is now going to be Luka's team. And I'll be much happier as a Lakers fan embracing this as Luka's team if the franchise goes all in and tears it down and starts a fresh rebuild around him. I don't know how this LeBron Luka thing, obviously, they're both great, talented players, and ballers can ball and you can vibe off of each other, but I don't think LeBron's ego, I don't know. That's why I can't call it. Like, I don't think his ego wants to handle the challenge of having to play second fiddle to Luca, but at the same time, he knows that Luca is a type of transcendent superstar that could carry the heavy load for him and basically lead him to a chip and make him hopefully get another chip. So is it a super team, super GM move where he realizes he's 40 and he's willing to play second fiddle to Luca, or did they really pull this off without him knowing? In which case, if they did, I think he might be getting traded too. I don't claim to have any insight, any insider information. I'm an armchair analyst with an opinion. I just like to chop it up with you and your opinion and get my opinion out there. But it's gonna be a real interesting week, and by the end of the week, by Thursday evening, by this time Thursday, we'll have a better idea of what was up with this. So stay tuned. We're all going to be watching to see what the experts say. But your resident guest MC Rob V, I'm no expert. I just call it how I see it, and I see it like I don't know. I'm not that amped for the Lakers' future because there's no guarantee Luka stays beyond 2 years. If someone could lay out a scenario where if Luka comes out and says, yeah, he plans on being a Laker for the next 8 years or something like that, then okay, then we could potentially build a dynasty. But with him over here for two, we're just gonna be trying to piecemeal together some a la carte shit and call it gourmet. I don't know, but we'll see. So stay tuned. So until next time, UNO.